Welcome to the Air It Out Show. With them Air It Out girls. Hey, listen up. Listen up, listen up.
Oh my goodness, look what we have amongst us in the middle of love.
Chocolate! We're just coming up off of Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And for all of you that don't like diabetes, we brought you chocolate in a different form. In the form of Damion
Omar Lee. Hollyhood Lee.
Hollyhood is swinging.
Hey. So what brings you to the Air It Out Show?
I'm here to talk about everything that I have going on. It's mostly this feature film that I'm coming out for Mozart Rap.
All right.
Are you rapping in the movie?
Yeah, I'm an MC.
Watch out! Watch out!
It's a different type of movie. It's about this guy who he has a group. I don't know if you know Deron Campbell.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's also starring in it.
Shout out to you.
We gotta get you in here.
He's doing a movie right now that he's getting training for.
All right, getting buffed up and stuff. Watch out.
Stay right now, but we got this movie. We did this movie Mozart Rap, and we're like best friends in the movie. And he's the antagonist, I'm the protagonist, and we want to and my character wants something different. So he ends up meeting this guy who composes symphonic music and he raps.
Right.
So we get together and we just make it happen.
Do what it do.
Yeah. So before we started filming, we had to write our own rhymes. We had to be in the studio.
You had to actually embrace it and soak yourself into hip hop.
Yeah. I mean, it's already because I grew up in the culture, so and already do spoken word.
Right. So for those of you who have been avid supporters of the Air It Out Show, you might recognize Mr. Damion. He was in our Tupac tribute show. So you can scroll down, into the YouTube section, scroll back, and you will find him. And he's here again, and now he's doing a movie. Where can people see this movie?
Well, right now we're still in the process in post-production.
Okay.
It's done. We just have to get the money together, and so we can start sending it to the film festival.
We like that. So basically, everything is in the works, and once you get it ready,
it's done. Like it's just pushing it now to get promotion, get more funding, so we could just submit it to film festivals.
All right.
It already has a few people that's interested in distributing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about it. First, I was kind of nervous because I didn't really know what to expect because the director is just a young cat from he went to NYU.
But you saw the finished product and
I believed in the idea that he had. The script was great. And then when we started shooting, I was kind of and then he showed us some of the stuff that he edited. Then I was like, oh,
this is type high.
This is looking on point. And with most films, you go through your
You want to see it first before you tell all your people.
No, it wasn't that too. But you always go through your ups and downs.
Right.
Because it's so unpredictable.
Right.
So we shot this for 3 months, and we just had so many different elements that we had to go through, and we finally got it done. We finished it off.
So is this more? So this is an independent project that you guys are trying to get?
Independent. We got because I was trying to explain to him that the soundtrack is important. You know, because he was like, if you got a movie, you got an urban film, you got to have a banging soundtrack.
Right. So the person that wrote it also filmed it?
He wrote it, filmed it, produced it. When I met him, he was 19, almost turning 20, straight in college, junior in NYU.
Nice.
And he was just like
hungry and ready.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna do our first film. And so
and you're a part of his first film. You were part of the first baby. And you believe in him.
Right.
I like that.
Right.
I like that he sounds very ambitious.
Yeah. Martin, shout out to Martin Benson.
All right, MB.
Yes,
Let's do it.
That's it. MJB Home Entertainment.
All right.
Okay.
So shout out to you. We look to see lots of wonderful things coming from him.
So
Hopefully we can interview him.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let him know. Like,
Yeah, so when you guys get it in, ready to make it pop,
because we already got the trailer.
Okay, yeah,
put it out there.
So where can people see the trailer if they interested in it?
Go to YouTube. Mozart Rap trailer is there. Like I said, it's great. It looks good. The music is on point. Like, and it's like, I know you're an MC, so I have the utmost respect for rappers. Like, cause when I first went in the studio, I didn't realize how much energy and breath it took to just get in. Like, people think you just going in like, just like, right. And you just sitting there like,
gotta have breath control.
Yeah, you're in there like,
control.
I was like, ugh. So once I got used to it, and we were in there like we've been in the studio 5-6 hours.
Wow.
And like I said, I was just really like tired. Like I was really like, wow. Like,
It's tiring. You don't think so? That's just like with modeling and taking pictures.
Right.
You know, like I did a photo shout,
right.
And I didn't think it took that much energy to pose and look. I'm thinking,
Give me more.
I have the utmost respect for models now, the same way you have more respect,
you know, same thing
for
with actors.
rappers.
Like,
it's like, oh my God, you're tired after.
Right, because you're spending all this
energy,
like psychic energy,
becoming somebody else, and then when you're done with the script for the day at 6 o'clock,
you're like, okay,
but you still have to come down from that character after.
Right, exactly.
You still be in it sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? So
it takes a minute.
It's. I mean, like I said, like. It was a new element for me. Like, I didn't realize, like, you know, like how much music plays into, like, you know, acting. Where, like, when you rap, you know, and you know, being the timing and stuff that you have to have.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when you're acting. You know, it's just a certain type of timing when you're across from the other person that you're working with. So you see how the whole spectrum of art is like affiliated, you know, it's how it's all combined. So
now you also have other projects in the works, because I see your face in the place everywhere.
I'm on everybody's joint.
I'm on everybody's.
That's the way to be, though.
Yes.
That's the way to be.
Shout out to all the groups that you've been seeing Damion post his clips from all the different projects that he's in, and definitely all the people that are in the AIRITOUT group. Listen, I want you guys to press play, because that's what it's all about. You know,
get those numbers up.
Get those numbers up and
support.
Wherever you see the clips, you have to press play. You can't just click like. You have to actually press the button to play.
And they're all good stuff. It's
Yeah.
never like. I'm big on, like, I'm a perfectionist, so when you watch what I'm doing, it's gonna be hot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When you saying I'm not, I mean, you may sound whatever, but like, it's not. You know what I mean?
It should be. It should be. Big yourself up, girl.
That's right. So list some of the things that you're involved in.
Well, I have another. I'm featuring in a short film called Father's Day. I don't know, Squeaky.
Father's Day. Oh yes. She came and talked to us. Shout out to Squeaky.
Yeah, they produced this. I'm looking forward to that. It looks like it's really promising. The message.
I saw the tears and the crying and the children.
You know how to.
Shout out to Emily Stewart. We see your little baby in there. Shout out to all of you. That's a good project.
What else I have? True Story. That right there is about. That movie right there is gonna change the game. Like when that drops, like you really gonna see like a lot of like different people that's in the game that's being underestimated. Like, you know, that they sleep on it. When you see this movie, like, it's going to be.
You're going to see the
I'm excited about it. Man, like, you don't even know.
So what is it called?
True Story. Like, we waiting for the trailer and stuff to come out. It's still, you know, post-production. But it's going to be out real soon. What else do I have going on? Walking in the Dawn. So it's another new feature I'm starring in. It's just like a lot of stuff.
This is good.
It's beautiful. Like, it's very inspiring.
Yeah, I'm trying, like, you know how it is, like, you being an MC again. I'm trying to get on everybody's mixtape. I'm trying to.
So now you trying to be everybody's film. That's right.
Exactly. So it's just like, yo,
I'm not mad. I'm sitting here like, this is hot.
I know. I'm excited for it. I'm like, well, I want to go see it right now.
Let's go.
And then I just and I know you had Damion Bailey.
Right.
And I did his short to promote his the Tupac.
Yes, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? It's just like we just all in here. We just
trying to
do it, and it's just. you know, it's just like, you know, in this community, you realize the more that you do, the smaller it gets. You know
Let me ask
You
you a
start to
question.
see the same people a lot.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. You know what I mean? You said there's a small percentage of us like that
Right,
actually
still
work.
doing it and,
Right.
doing your thing. Now, if there was anything that you would like to tell anybody that's out there, they're trying to get on, they're doing their thing, what words would you tell them if they're like going to all these different auditions and things like that, and maybe they're getting overlooked because they don't have the hookup, they don't have the network, or whatever is going on? What would you tell them?
Well, first with that, I would say, you know, master your craft. Like if you know that, you know, you're not doing something like you're going to auditions and like you said, you know that you need your headshots. You know that, you know that you need certain things to help you get in the door.
Right.
Once you're in the door, I would say that it's all about, you know, me as an actor. You know, and I'm not saying this to brag or whatever the case may be. I haven't taken any acting classes. Like, and for me, it's like I learn on the spot, and I'm like hungry like that to the point where I'm gonna master and figure out my own method. So you see how you have the Meisner technique or all these people. I'm coming with
the
Damion method of acting. You know what I mean? It's just like you just gotta go in there and you just gotta want it.
Right.
Like, you see yourself when you in the audition room. You just gotta feel like, yo, there's no competition. Like I'm in there and I'm here to take this part, and this is mine. And if I don't get it, and it's, you know, again, it's like I feel like it's alright. Next time they lost, and you know, we keep.
So you guys keep at it, keep doing your thing. Now, you know, it's great if you do take acting classes and things like that.
Right.
But there are some people who can just read a script, digest it, eat it up, spit it out. So don't be like afraid to go out and do your thing. Still, just go audition. If it's not for you, then there'll be other things. But you know what's the best teacher is actually going to the auditions and actually doing those things. It definitely makes it easier every time you go to the audition. Each audition you go to after that, you just go in there.
Something new. Like, you know, like I feel like, because once you go, I think the hardest part is just the audition.
Right.
Once you get the part, like that's easy. So it's just like we put all the pressure on ourselves. Like,
D, what's good, man? Good to see you in a good mood, man. Let me holler at you real quick. What's good?
What up, baby?
Chillin'?
All right.
Yo, look, man, I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Got it.
Stay up, all right?
All right, you too. Stay up.
Yo, man, I wanted to holler at you about Corey, man. You know he a little sensitive, man, and you know you be getting on his case sometimes. Just ease up on him a little bit, nigga. Y'all tried to hang out with this dude when you was running around with Shorty. Just out, man. Yeah, your baby mom's been coming around here asking about you. You told her about that chick you messing with?
You like, I should have did this.
But you know,
But that's all right, because then if you feel like you dropped the ball at that point, then you know to be sharper for the next time.
But I always say to people, when you go to auditions, it's all about, you have to audition like you got the part.
Right.
You have to go in there like, you know.
You have to go in there
for Charlie. Let me go in there. I'm Charlie.
My thing is that,
I'm Charlie.
and shout out to all the directors out there. I feel like when directors or casting directors don't know what they want until you walk in the room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
When you,
I'm gonna give you a totally different perspective.
Exactly. So you give them something, they be like, oh, I didn't expect this from this guy. Like, oh, like, you know, and then once you get, I always tell people,
embody the role. They're like, wow, I might have been thinking that Charlie was gonna be this tall, light-skinned guy, but then Damion walked in, and my whole perspective was changed.
Something about
the man.
And it's like if you don't get that part, you know, like, I mean, there's been times when I may not have gotten the part that I read for.
Right.
They've always been like, yo, I want you in my movie.
Right.
I'm shooting something on March 7th, a short film called Pearl, and I actually let Red for the lead, but he was just like, well, I want you in my movie, so
and that's great.
You know, I want you to play his right-hand man.
All right.
So
as long as you in it, just get it. Right. Whatever it is, just get it.
Right, that's all it is.
Well, now, is there any way that people can get in contact with you? If there's any casting directors that are out there and they're watching this, directors, things like that, what's the best way to get in contact with you?
Well, the best way is my email which is selfreflections@gmail.com.
Now, is it spelled exactly the way that it is in the Webster Dictionary?
Yes.
Okay.
Self-reflections. No S's and Z's
Okay. All right.
no T's or
Okay.
D's or something like that. Self-reflections at gmail.com.
Okay.
You hit me up on Twitter, Mr. Hollywood, Mr. _Hollyhood, and on Facebook, of course, you know, the Hollyhood actor.
Okay.
Getting my website together.
The Hollywood actor.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta represent. Like,
I like that,
you know what I mean? Because I feel like when I look at Holly, because I'll put my whole own science on it.
Right.
When I look at Hood, I don't look at it as like you're on the streets or you whatever.
Right.
When we you know coming from around the way, when you say something's Hood, you sit there and you're just like, oh, that's real. Like that's.
Yeah. So your interpretation of Hood in this concept of the word is that Hollyhood is real.
Right. It's
so
total opposite of Hollywood, of what you consider Hollywood. You know what I mean? It's total different perspective. So and there's a lot of other stuff that's into it, but
so if you want to hear more about the things that's going on in this brother's mind, hit him up on his email. You check out the Twitter. You check out the Facebook.
Hollyhood actor, all that. So it's not hard. You can just Google Hollyhood, Damion Hollyhood Lee, and I'll pop right up. You know, where everything is, so you can check me out.
Google him.
Yes, I'm
Googling, baby.
See, that's a rap book right there.
Yeah.
I'm Google, baby. You know what I mean?
Whose song was that? Google Me, baby. No. What's the young lady's name? Tiana Taylor. She had the song Google Me, baby.
Really?
Yeah, shout out to you, Tiana Taylor.
Shout out
you
to
from
Tiana.
Harlem, and if you got anything going on,
Let us
by
know.
all means, shout us out on Airitoutshow.
Yes.
Airitoutshow
At
on Twitter.
gmail.com.
Yeah, or Gmail on Twitter, however. But, you know, come through so we can blow you up and even more. You know.
And shout out to Miss Tony Stills. She has a single out called Google Me. So shout out to Tony Stills.
Tony, you need to be sitting where Mr. Lee is sitting.
Yes.
Right, well, not
right now.
Not right now.
At the same time. No, but later.
Your own seat, y'all. Just different slot.
Right.
That's safe.
So, you know, with that said, Mr. Damion Hollyhood
Lee,
you have been